Go.
My name is Ben Lisinski. I live in Boise, Idaho. I wanted to talk today about the 5 paragraphs that are going to be stricken. I want to first say that I believe that Ryan Kirby is being disingenuous when it comes to talking about the removal of these paragraphs, offering freedom to the school districts who can choose or choose not to talk about these issues. I think that it's very politically motivated. To be honest, the removal of these paragraphs is very political, and it's to encourage disinformation and undereducation of the next generation of voters. Both him and, is it Syme? Syme? I can never pronounce. Okay, Syme. If you look at their political stances, it's very clear that if you were to connect deforestation or mining with things that might decrease biodiversity or hurt the environment, they hurt their bottom line in terms of their constituency and their political beliefs. These are very motivated, not based on any scientific concerns, certainly, but based upon the fact that if the next generation of Idaho voters is actually educated and informed on these topics, they'll be less likely to vote people like those two in. And to be honest, I can see where some of the controversy lies when it comes to things like global warming. I realize that there's been a lot of muddy water put about mostly by the fossil fuels industry. However, one of the parts that really bugs me the most is the biodiversity sections. If you know anything about biology, there's no way that you can walk away from the fact that we have caused the extinction of hundreds of species. Any child should know in a textbook about dodos, for example. I don't know if they were particularly party to those bits of education, but we know that humans cause all kinds of lack of biodiversity, and that those things are in fact quite bad. And the list here is beautiful. It says overpopulation, overexploitation, habitat destruction, pollution, introduction of invasive species, and climate change. And all of these things there's not controversy. You can say that there's muddy water over things like climate change, but in terms of lack of biodiversity and decrease from things like deforestation or overpopulation are clearly hurting the environment, and clearly there's no controversy over this. I would pay good money to watch somebody say that we are somehow gaining species rather than losing them at a horrific rate. I honestly think these are very motivated. I think you can talk about positives in terms of human interaction with the environment, but you have to couch those in terms of we're doing horrible things now, and it's a stop loss at this point. So, thank you.